Welcome to a Yakuza 0 100% trophy guide video. In this video we're going to talk about beating Mr. Shakedown with both characters and later on in the game when you've got a few more abilities and stuff. So it's pretty much the same strat for Kiryu as I was doing previously with my early strat video, but obviously you've got an enhanced quick step now. You've got better moves, it's a lot easier. You've just got to be wary of the speed of his movements, the opponent here. It's not the fastest way to beat these people, but it's definitely effective. You can do it pretty much no damage if you get good enough at it. It's pretty simple. So, get used to spacing Mr. Shakedown first of all. Space his moves. Just walk away. Always walk away. Look at that. I mean, I'm stood still just because I know exactly where he's going to throw. The enhanced quick step is beautiful for this because you can just dash away and you're far enough away. Every time you basically want to bait the dash every time. You can block a few of his moves if you've got heat. I don't know if you can't do it. If you can do it when he doesn't have heat, I'm not sure, but quite possibly you can. Worth checking into. If you've got Bacchus's moves, you can, when he blocks, you can do the old heat action. If you get a lucky pattern where he's spinning like this, you can get 4 hits off on him without any worry. This is a really lucky pattern, in fact. It's very rare that this happens. If you're near to walls and stuff, you can press Y. If you switch to other styles as well, you can get other heat actions, which I don't really know about with the rush style. I wouldn't recommend going into B style just because it's slow and awkward. But yeah, when he goes into heat mode here, basically your strat is to bait the dash. When he does the dash, basically hit him 1, 2, 3 times maybe, or just 2 times depending. It really depends on how he lands and how near you are. If you just do 2, it's probably the safest bet. If you got that finisher there, break his kneecap when he's near the wall. I'd save your finishers for later on in the fight as well because they do a lot of damage and that's exactly what you need at the later stages when he's in heat mode. But yeah, it's not the hardest fight in the world. It's just a bit of getting used to it. You will pick it up as you go along. It is a trial by fire. At the start he seems like impossible and then he just gets a lot easier, so a bit like many bosses in many games. But yeah, when he does the spinny move, you can get about 4 hits in, with the triangle being the last move. Just be wary of his swings. Sometimes he's got some mad range and he dashes in. He sometimes fakes. When he shrugs his shoulders, he's always going to do the grab move, so that's a really easy way to get free hits on him. But when he does the sort of dash towards, yeah, you know, it's a bit off-putting, but as long as you dash to the side, you'll be fine. A late tactic I use essentially as well is using the super spicy knife. Because it's just a really good way to damage him and you can get 3 heat actions off with it. So if you release the super spicy knife from your holster when you're right next to him, you can actually use it as a finisher if you press it quick enough. So that's 1. If you stand in front of him with it, you stab him with a heat action, you can do that. If you're near a wall as well, you can hit him with the hand stab. So same tactic with Majima really. For me, Kiryu's the easier fight for this tactic, but you can use the same tactic with Majima. Majima's moves are just a bit weaker and a bit different, I guess, would be the way to put it. In Brawler, or Thug as it's now known. I can't believe I didn't get hit there. But yeah, use 1, 2, 3, so you'll don't do square, square, triangle, do square, 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 and you'll do an elbow as your last hit, pretty much, and then just dash away. It's a really simple strat. You're just doing the same thing, dash away. You can pick up weapons and stuff if you want to, have an easier time. Just make sure you're not in his dashing range whilst you're picking up weapons. I'm in a lucky sort of position here. But again, the same tactic with the super spicy knife is going to be the way forward. You can use it constantly as well, that even with the diminished returns on the heat actions with the weapons, you still get decent-ish damage. So If you want to use it early, feel free, but I would recommend using it later on when he goes into heat mode. It's probably the better way to go. But yeah, if he does the swingy moves, you can get a fair few more hits on him. Just be very wary of Majima's moveset when you upgrade it, because he starts doing some crazy hits where he hits him about 18 times, and you probably get caught if you do that. But his other styles, I've never tried Breaker on Mr. Shakedown. I don't trust it, to be honest, but Breaker is generally the best thing in the world. It's a tricky one, really, but for my strat, you literally just dodge to the side, get used to his movements, and it's relatively easy from that point onwards. But hopefully I'll showcase. There you go, that's the unholstering finisher. That's the unholstering finisher there with the heat mode. Getting in a stomp as well whilst you're there. If you get caught by him as well, depending on what difficulty you're on, it's going to do varying amounts of damage. Just keep spacing him, you know. You'll fight this guy a lot of times basically to get enough money for certain things in the actual game, so you'll get used to it, trust me. Don't be disheartened if you're having a bad time with him. You will learn it, and if you copy these sort of tactics, as you can see there, that's the second one where he stabs him in the hand, and you can get another one if you're not near a wall and you're just standing in front of him. You'll get the third heat action, so that's taken off like 1.5 health bars, pretty much, easily. So, you know, you're looking at 2 health bars, let's say, for the heat actions alone. By the end point, he's on like purple health or something daft, and it's like 10 health bars or something stupid. But, you know, this is an easy way to grind him down. You just have to get used to what he's going to do. And there you go, there's the third one. Slashy slash, stab stab, punch punch. Get right in the side, big damage, stomp to finish. And then you can also like whip out the bat if you want. It's the same process, just change to the bat to do the finisher on him. Like there's so many things you can do against this guy, but generally, you know, heat actions are the best. But this strat, it'll just mean you won't get hit until that happens. You get screwed by a car. But other than that, you know, take heals with you, you'll be fine. I mean, he was in heat mode there, he did quite a lot of damage, to be fair to him, but yeah. Let me know in the comments if you got any specific questions. Hopefully this video helps. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and take care and peace out. Have a good rest of the day.